Okay, so let me ask you a question. Do you remember this?
Meet George Jetson.
Right? Who doesn't remember the Jetsons? Well, we're not quite there yet, technology-wise, but there's no doubt that technology is making a big impact in our world today. There are a lot of hot trends in technology that you may have noticed while at work. Maybe you're inside your car, or maybe the glasses that you wear, they're recording everything that you're doing. I recently spoke with today's show's tech expert, Katie Linendoll, and Intel futurist Steve Brown about some smart technology and what in the heck a futurist is anyway.
I get that a lot, like, ooh, he's a futurist. So my job is to understand three things and put them together to figure out what it'll feel like to be living in the future 10 years from now. So I look at people and what people want and what their habits are and demographics, that sort of thing. I look at technology and when that's going to mature and when technology will be ready. And then I look at the business side of things. So when a technology is mature, it might be mature, but the rest of the business isn't ready to do it. It's like a self-driving car, for example, is technically possible 3 years from now, but probably from a business standpoint and figuring out liability and all that stuff, that's 10 years away.
Yeah.
So I have to put all those pieces together and then figure out what does the world look like 10 or 15 or 20 years from now.
It's a fascinating job, and I'm sure you are just obviously on the cutting edge of technology. Yeah, I'm sure just to see all of the things that come across your desk. Let's talk about smart technology, because I just bought a smart TV the other day, and I thought it was like the coolest thing ever, because I got to search the internet, and I got Netflix and everything right there. What are other smart technologies that you guys are seeing?
Well, I think now it's more an exciting time than ever. And we talk about smart homes, and as you noted, you have a smart TV. But what's really cool is now we're starting to talk about smarter cities. And imagine this, having drones being able to better monitor public safety. How about having self-driving cars? And Steve's actually going to dive in and tell you a little bit about even how to have a smarter jogging map. Going out there and hitting the streets on your daily run, you can actually have a smarter map planned out so you can avoid allergens. These are all very exciting things. And, you know, people say, oh my gosh, this is totally like a Jetsons era. We're never going to see this. Intel actually took a survey and found that 40% of individuals welcome a smart city and actually hope to see one by the end of this decade.
You know, there are some people that might make the argument that drones flying overhead might be a little bit intrusive, you know, or that, you know, are we even thinking for ourselves anymore? We're going to be given a map of where we should be jogging instead of just going out and jogging and enjoying it.
Well, I think the important thing is it's giving people extra information. So if you have a breathing difficulty like I do, I've had breathing problems through my life, it's good to know when I'm running outside, which route should I go? Is this the route that's going to give me an asthma attack, or is this the route that's going to be free and easy? And so it's giving people information to be able to make decisions. It's not telling them where they should jog, how how fast they should jog. And if you get information and give it to people, then it gives them the option to opt in and do whatever they want. I think that's the same for any instrumentation or putting intelligence in the world. It's just giving people more information to go on.
What do you think will be the biggest technologies to come out in the near future, or even down the road, that you think are pretty neat?
I think the most exciting thing in the world I'm looking at is the fact that we can, as computing gets smaller and smaller, you can start to turn anything into a computer if you choose to. So you can make the world around us intelligent and have all those things talking to each other. So for example, smart cars, the ability for a car to be smart enough to drive itself and for those cars to be able to talk to each other. That's the key thing, is once cars can sort of gossip with each other and share information, they can start to say, hey, you know, there's some traffic over here, you might want to route around me, or there's an accident up ahead, you probably want to go a different way.
That's a hilarious way that you just put that. My car will be gossiping about me. Now I'm not safe anywhere. What is my car going to be saying about what I'm driving? Listen, is there a good website? I mean, if people want to at home research some of the stuff that Intel is up to, or Katie, I know we see you on the Today Show a lot, and you profile a lot of new technologies. Is there a good place that we can go and do a little bit of research on our own?
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of the technologies that we talked about today at a very high level, you can head to intel.com/newsroom. All
right, guys. Thanks so much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
If my car starts telling people that about my singing in the car, I'm just gonna be a wreck. I mean, I do sing in the car, and I'm awful. All right, coming up, we would like to thank Intel for sponsoring the segment. We'll be right back right after a short break.